Good morning. I'm going to spin around in my chair. Nicole, can you do that?
I could, but I have headphones in, so I'll pretend spin.
Wait, now I'm dizzy. Okay. I like to have fun, obviously. All right. Good morning. How is everyone doing today? Justin, hello. Good morning to you, Justin. We have 17 viewers, as always. I am Blake Rexroad, and my co-host.
Hi, I'm Nicole.
Nicole,
I don't even have to say a last name because, the show is live with Nicole and Blake. So.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No,
so another exciting week ahead here at the City of Weatherford. This week we'll be covering economic development. I think Nicole's going to talk to us a little bit about some exciting things happening over at the animal shelter, the North Main Street project, and a whole slew of other great things. Right, Nicole?
We have a lot going on today.
I know. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, David. How's everyone doing? Be sure to share this video. We have 19 viewers, so the more people are watching, it helps us get the message out about what's happening in the city of Weatherford. And today, we'll give you some updates, kind of some same information as we've just discussed previously. Anytime we're dealing with construction on economic development, it tends to take some time, as you all are aware. Nicole went out and got us some updated photos of some projects.
Some of them are more up to date than others.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's exciting. So with that being said, I am going to let Nicole take it away, and then you all will see me towards the end of the broadcast, and hopefully we'll wrap up in about 30 to 40 minutes, and that way you all can get back to your daily routine since we know you're all busy. So without further ado, Nicole, take it away.
Hey everyone, so we're going to get started, and the first thing I want to talk about is today. It is National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. So you guys all know that we have an animal shelter here in town. You guys should go check them out. I actually talked to Ashley, and I don't know if she's watching yet, but if you mention the fact that we talked about it today or that you see our post later this afternoon, the shelter will actually waive your adoption fee, but you have to mention that you saw it on the city's page. So go ahead and mention it. And then I have a picture of a couple of adorable dogs that are up for adoption. We have Mara. So this is Mara. She's an adult. She's fully ready to go home with her forever family today. And then we have Greta here. Look at her playing in the water. She's so cute. She's 2.5 years old. She's also available for adoption. So you guys should really check out the animal shelter. They have a lot of pets that would love their forever homes. So yeah, go check them out. Get your fee waived today for National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. That takes us into our first rumor control. We usually start with In-N-Out Burger. So unfortunately, they are not coming to town. We love to see new businesses come to town. We love to see things that help improve the lives of our residents. The best thing you can do to get a business that you want to come to town, and we will talk about it more than once today, is to reach out to the corporate, their headquarters, whatever the company or restaurant is that you're wanting to come. They hearing that there is a need or want from them from a specific location is going to drive their interest into that location. So go ahead and reach out to whoever you want to come. No In-N-Out Burger at this time, although we'd love to see them. And then that takes us to Risk Management and Emergency Services. Shout out to Cody Malloy for sending us the weather update today. So there is heavy rainfall expected through the weekend. You guys take this seriously. Even though the storms are scattered throughout the day, every day for the rest of the week, the primary threats are going to be heavy rain, large hail, and damaging winds. If the cap erodes enough, there is the potential for supercells to produce tornadoes. So again, be alert, be aware, pay attention to the weather, and most likely area for the severe storms to hit this afternoon will be I-20 and north of I-20 and west of I-35. So we have the general timing graphic up there for you guys to kind of see when they're expecting the more severe weather to hit, and then the maps of where the direction that they see it moving throughout the state. And then we've got our My Weatherford app. Guys, if you haven't checked it out, it is your one-stop shop for the city. Check it out. It is the best place to talk about down power lines, potholes. If you see parking lots that you think need to be repaved or issues with sidewalks, snap a picture, put in a ticket. We'll get it assigned, and then you can at least see that the city is working on that issue. That's our 311 service. You can also pay bills. You can adopt a pet for National Adopt a Pet Day there. There's so many other things that you can check out on our map. We really do have everything in one place for you to have the city at your fingertips at all times. And then we've also, through the city, we have our Experience Weatherford that we talk about from time to time. And so we have it broken up by if you're looking for bed and breakfasts, we've got that there. We've got all the parks listed. We've got the local events happening around town. If you're a local business and you want to be listed, you can go ahead and ask for approval there. You can post your events that are happening in city limits. It is your one-stop shop for shopping, entertainment, food, and events in Weatherford. So then that's going to take us quickly into water, taste, and odor. We talk about it every week. We do meet the regulatory requirements for safe drinking water, but our current process is not very effective at removing taste and odor components that exist. The issue that we have right now is caused by geosmin in our water sources. It is naturally occurring, and it happens when the algae that is already in our water dies off, and that tends to happen when it is extremely cold or extremely hot. So late in the summer and really cold weather is when the algae dies off and geosmin occurs. And it is not a regulatory issue. It is an aesthetic. So what are we doing to work on this? We have two projects to address the taste and odor issues based on a treatment study that we did in 2017. The first is to replace part of our existing filter media with granular activated carbon, or GAC, media. It's effective in removing geosmin and the other taste and odor components in water. It's our intermediate step to bridge our older or existing water system with the second project that we'll work on later this year. It should reduce about 20% in taste and odor compounds in the water. Should be completed this spring, and it cost about $220,000. Then our second project is more difficult. We'll add new GAC contactors at the water treatment facility. It is currently still in design, and once it is approved, the utility board will hopefully go into construction by the end of this year and be completed in early 2021. This step is what's going to reduce the taste and odor compounds by over 90%, and it costs approximately $5 million. And then that takes us into our next rumor control. Costco, not coming to town. Melissa was right. We were going to cover Costco again. They are not coming to town. They have contacted the city in the past, but they go in existing shopping centers that have a large enough parking lot. So right now we don't have that. We'd love to see them, but no Costco at this time. So then to one big project that everyone wants to know about, the North Main Street project, water and sewer line. So it is replacing the sewer and water lines that are upwards of 70 years old and prone to needing repairs. Barriers were set out on the 15th of April, and they began work that week. It is expected to last 8 months. The work zones are between Front Street and 8th Street. Seek alternative routes via Rick Williamson Memorial Highway, Brazos and Franklin Street, Elm Street, and Rusk Street. So it's a two-phase project. The first phase is replacing the sewer lines, which means closure of the middle lane and the center lane in both directions. And then phase 2 will come back in and replace the water line starting in June. We have a timeline in the next slide, which will close the southbound outside lane. If you're wanting to stay up to date on the project, feel free to visit www.weatherfordtx.gov/engineering/current projects. So here is the current schedule that we have going on. So it shows that they should be on the 600 block. Of course, this schedule is dependent on the weather. So with all of the storms, we hope to stay on schedule. We will keep you guys updated and continue to check the website for updates as well. We are working one block at a time. So phase 1, this is what it looks like, where we just have the outside lanes in each direction open, middle 2 lanes, and turning lane closed 1 block at a time. Then the second phase that should start in June will close the outside lane to replace the water. So this is what the traffic flow should look like during the phase 2. You guys check out the utilities page and the current projects to stay up to date. We have some pictures of what it looked like last week during the construction phase. And that brings us to our next. Blake, you want to do it?
Rumor control.
Oh, see, mixing it up there.
You want me to talk about this one, Nicole?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I get the floor now. Perfect.
Oh, you get the floor.
So No Sam's Club, as Nicole had mentioned previously in the presentation, Costco has actually contacted us many months, possibly over a year ago. There is interest in them coming to Weatherford. She explained why they're not at this time. Sam's Club has not reached out to us. But again, if this is something that you're wanting to see at Weatherford, the best plan of attack, I guess, if you will, for lack of better words, is to reach out to their corporate headquarters and let them know that you live and reside here in Weatherford and that you would love to have them be here. Hearing from residents tells them that, hey, people want to shop with us. So we'll talk more about economic development here in a second, and I'll give it back to Nicole now. Oh, I'm up. It is my turn.
Yep.
All right. So just so you all can see us, we're still here on video. I'm Blake. This is Nicole. So Nicole just gave you some updates. I'm going to talk about economic development now. I'll bring the slides up so you can see them. We enjoy the comments. Brandon, I don't have your pic loaded in the presentation, but I know what you're talking about, so I'll have to get that loaded for you. Good morning, Sue. Glad to see you. All right. Enjoy the feedback and the engagement with you all. So if you have a question, just let us know, and we'll try to answer that for you. All right, back to the slides here. So what we're going to cover now is economic development. So we have what we call here in Weatherford, and I'm going to put let me put my headset in so I can hear you, Nicole, because I think they're getting feedback. I still have you on the, all right. Okay, so economic development. Here in Weatherford, we have a primary trade area and a secondary trade area. And I know to some of you who are new to the show, you're probably asking yourselves, well, what's a primary trade area and a secondary trade area? Well, our primary trade area embodies 190,000 people total. Those are people that in that zone, if you're in that zone, typically you shop 3 to 5 times per week here in the city of Weatherford. Our secondary trade area covers around 360,000 people total population. People who reside in that secondary total trade area, they shop 1 to 2 times a week or a couple times per month here in the city of Weatherford. So, my slides here. So this is our primary trade area. Now, I know that a lot of you are probably asking yourselves, well, how do we know this data? How do we get this data? So anytime that you use your cell phone and enable GPS or location services, maybe you're using, for example, an app. For example, the app Retail Me Not. You take that app into a store, you get coupons. That's all location services because that app says, well, you're in whatever store XYZ in Weatherford. It knows that it sends you a coupon. So you have location services enabled. Or maybe you're just commuting and you're using it for maps. Those are location enabled services. So that data is collected by, vendors, and they sell that to consultants, and then cities like Weatherford hire consultants who house that data. So from that, we know exactly, lack of better words, where cell phones are coming from, which means that someone has that phone with them, so they're coming from all over. This is our primary trade area, so we know people for a fact are coming from around Loop 820 in Fort Worth, all the way from to the west out at Long Camp, Santo area, goes as far north as Poolville, as far south as Granbury area. Now our secondary trade area is a little bit larger. it goes pretty far west out to Cisco, further south, and then further north. So those are our trade areas. And again, that is factual information that we know for fact where people are coming from to shop in Weatherford. So oftentimes I think here in Weatherford, we think that, well, we have around 35,000 residents, or that's our population, when in reality, when we go back to the slides here, you have Weatherford is serving a lot of consumers. So our population, maybe on the weekend or in the afternoons, is larger than 35,000. One of the questions we often get asked here at City Hall is, why are we trying to be a large city? Why do we continue to grow? And the easiest example or bit of information I can give is that growth is a naturally occurring thing. So that is what we're experiencing here in Weatherford. I often ask people, I say, when's the last time you had to apply to live in a city? And they say, well, I've never had to apply to live. My office phone's going off. I apologize. So they'll say, well, I've never had to apply to live in a city. And I say, exactly. And so people are moving here naturally. And what happens is when your population grows, business development grows as well, which is economic development. And so what we do in our role here in Weatherford is to really manage the growth. And so we have different commercial zones around the city, from the north to the east to the west to the south. And we really can't tell a business, you have to build here. What we do is they look at the commercial zones and they pick the area that they think will be most profitable for them. They look at traffic counts as well. So that's what determines where a business goes here in the city of Weatherford and why they're coming here also. Just like Costco, kind of as a small example, what Nicole mentioned earlier, they've looked at Weatherford, but they have a business model that evolves around existing shopping centers, and we don't have the land space around our existing shopping center. So there's lots of variables that go into growth and economic development. All right. So these are the current items that are in our planning and zoning, or have gone before planning and zoning, and then they go to city council. Victron Convenience Store, which I think we have a slide Nicole added later in the presentation. Victron Convenience Store will be kind of our first, I'd say business, but a newer business coming in at the corner of Rick Williamson Loop and Mineral Wells Highway. And within that convenience store, there will be a restaurant, which is the Go Locos Tacos and Burritos. And we have a slide about that here shortly that will show you all. Now, Max Outdoors is another project, and if you haven't seen it, it's been pretty impressive. I drive by there frequently. I refer to it as the old trampoline or trampoline place or candle factory. If you've been a long-time resident of Weatherford, those were previous businesses located in that building. But they are remodeling that facility. It's basically a heavy equipment sales type business, and they're doing a lot of work out there. If you've been along South Main, you'll notice an area or an old building that's been demolished, and it's just kind of, they're doing dirt work right now. Construction will begin soon, and what's going in is HTO, and basically it's kind of, for lack of a better explanation, it's like a Starbucks for tea, or a Dunkin' Donuts for tea, or like a coffee place, but it's just all tea related type items. Park Hill Estates Residential, that's under review right now in our planning division. Let's see what's some other big ones. Blue Beacon, the CUP has been approved, plans being reviewed. That's basically a car wash. And then Grand Adventures, they have been laying sewer lines. I really don't have much of an update on that, but the project is progressing is my understanding. Okay, building and permits. America's Best, that is going in the old Payless spot off of South Main Street. That permit was issued March 7th, and work is progressing. That is, Nicole, correct me if I'm wrong, is that optometrist? Is that?
Yeah, glasses.
Okay.
I think they do optometry too, but I know it's glasses.
Okay. Albertsons, we have pictures of the Albertsons remodel that Nicole took. I looked at them this morning. That was my first time I haven't been to Albertsons in a while. I was really impressed based on the pictures I've seen. So it's not just the pharmacy, they're remodeling, they're moving some things around in the grocery store as well. Bath and Body Works, I know a lot of people are excited about Bath and Body Works. That is located in Weatherford Ridge, which is the old Rue 21 location, and that should be open soon. Beef Masters, they've turned their plans in, waiting on revisions from them. The Doghouse, heard a lot of really good reviews about them on Fort Worth Highway. They are open for business. And if you are with the Doghouse restaurant or the owner watching the show, Nicole and I, we do a lot with Experience Weatherford on the tourism side. And we've actually talked about maybe coming and doing a live broadcast on our Weatherford. Is it Weatherford Wednesdays? Is that what we're calling it, Nicole?
Yeah, Weatherford Wednesdays.
Yeah. So, so and even if you're a business owner, restaurant or something, give us a shout. We try to do live broadcasts as often as we can for the tourism side, Experience Weatherford as we can. We've been kind of busy lately with other projects, but if you would like us to come to your business, shoot us an email or comment in the comment section below. All right, let's see. KFC. I know a lot of people have asked about KFC. On the outside, it looks like they are done. I'm not sure on the inside. Sometimes, for example, Panera Bread, they use two different contractors. So one contractor will complete the outside, and then a new contractor comes in to complete the inside. So sometimes it looks like they're finished on the outside, but they're really not. They're working on the inside. But we have some pictures we'll show you shortly. Pet Supplies Plus, that is open for business. And we should probably take this off the list. This might be the last week to talk about them. They are open for business. There was lots of cars in their parking lot when I went by last week, so exciting for them. Remodels in progress for the Wendy's at the Pilot gas station off of Interstate 20. And then I saw a post on this last one, the Tropical Smoothie Cafe. That's next to Rio Mambo. Their permit was issued April 8th, and there's actually a Facebook group that says what's coming to Weatherford, and someone or the admin had posted a picture of that location recently, so check that out. Kind of a cool Facebook group for those who try to keep track of everything that's going on. Taco Cabana on I-20, or formerly Taco Cabana, and it's at the Main Street exit. That closed, as you all know. In regard to the building, that's privately owned. We haven't heard of anything going in place of Taco Cabana, but if we do hear of something, we'll let you all know. Current non-residential projects, so commercial projects. This is just basically a map of the non-residential projects happening across town. So you can see there's lots of activity. It may not seem like there's a lot happening, but there is quite a bit of activity and construction occurring across town. Let's see, current residential projects. These are residential projects across the city of Weatherford, and same type of activity as the commercial. Lots and lots of construction going on across town. So you can clearly see from these maps that we are growing. We're going to continue to grow. Growth is a naturally occurring thing, and one of the things that we try to do as part of our general plan is to make sure that we manage that growth appropriately so that we're planning for the future, not just today. Tanya, I see your comment. Awesome. So Nicole will write you down, Pure Water Station. Maybe we can get out there for a live broadcast on Experience Weatherford. Hello, Christine. Shiloh, hello. How's it going? Let's see what we have here. I noticed some activity at the old Fit for Life building on College Park. Do we know what may be going on in there? I'm not sure, Debbie, but I know Melissa Wynn, who works in planning, is watching right now. She may have some idea of what's happening over there. Okay. So these are pictures of KFC on South Main next to Aldi. Is it Aldi or Aldi, Nicole?
Aldi.
Aldi?
I think that's like potato versus potato.
Oh, okay. So it's okay either way.
I've heard people say it both ways.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is KFC, the exterior shot. I'm not sure, like I said, it looks like there's someone in the window in that picture, so they're working on the inside, it looks like. So should be close to being completed and open soon. Hey, Tim, how's it going? Bath and Body Works. This is basically a rendering of the exterior. Of course, that's going into an existing retail spot within the shopping center, so there won't be much. It's not like a new construction. It takes a little bit longer, so they're remodeling that. And this is a picture that Nicole took many, many weeks ago when they first
They've had the doors closed every single time I've gone by. I've
so
tried.
It's top secret. All right. Okay, Albertsons. We talked about pictures, and here are the pictures of Albertsons. One of the things that I noticed, Nicole, is that they changed the flooring out. I don't know why I noticed that, but
it's only changed in the front end of the store and the back by the meat counters and stuff. All of the in-between aisles, I'll either have just like the cement floorings or have the old tiles. So they're not fully done, and they're still moving stuff around.
Awesome.
Because what you can't see is some of the boxes and stuff that is still being moved, but progress is progress.
Awesome. So great things over at Albertsons. I've got to make my way over there soon. And it looks like from the picture they're doing the Monopoly game right now. That's always fun.
They are nearing the end, so if you're wanting to play, go now. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this is the Go Loco Street Tacos and Burritos that we discussed in a previous slide, going in on the corner of Rick Williamson and Mineral Wells Highway, and that will be located in the Victron convenience store. And so it's really, I remember when the owners and the developers came to City Council a couple of months ago, and they were really excited to be here. They were taking photos in the lobby after they were approved. So to see a business be excited to come to Weatherford's a really good thing, and we're happy that they're coming. And so hopefully once that opens up, we might have to do a live broadcast over there, Nicole.
I mean, I looked through their pictures of their menu and stuff, and I was thinking the same thing myself.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
All right. And of course, this is our last slide. This is where we are located, City of Weatherford. And when you come in, you will see our beautiful faces, right, Nicole? So that kind of completes all the slides. We appreciate everyone watching this week. Next week we will discuss. Take it away, Nicole. What will we discuss next week?
Businesses, services that the city offers.
Yeah, so
it'll kind of be a mixed week since there's a bonus Tuesday, as I'm dubbing it, this month.
True.
And then the following week we'll pick up with our regular rotation of services that the city offers and everything.
Okay. So next week will kind of be a repeat of this week.
Yeah.
And then we'll get on track. We're trying to get on track with our city council meeting days. So on those weeks, we'll talk about department updates and services and kind of give you all an update. So, and we've been doing these shows for a while now. And I think for our loyal fans who have been watching, it may be like repeat information. So we're kind of just giving updates. Things kind of take time, but growth is happening very fast. So we give updates as quickly as we can to you all. And we appreciate you all watching. If it wasn't for you all, we wouldn't have this show, and we like giving out information and having conversation with you all. Yeah. So how do we find out who owns a particular parking lot that businesses are located? How do we find out who owns a particular parking lot that
next to a business?
I would walk into that business and ask them if they know who owns that lot. Anytime it's privately owned, you could look up under the go to the appraisal district website and type in the address, and that might tell you as well, because they keep track of all of that. So that would be my recommendation. Hey, Carrie, you too have a good day. Tanya, you have a good day. All right, well, we are going to put some music on and dance our way out like we always do. Are you ready? Stretch it out.
I'm ready.
And no one sent us any dance videos yet. I'm really disappointed in that. No.
And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to comment them below or visit our My Weatherford app to put in requests for things to be fixed around the city or ask questions.
All right, here we go. Let's get some music going. You ready? I'm going to do the same music we started with. Here we go. Well, I thought I was, Nicole. So we can dance. All right, we're not dancing our way out. It won't work. All right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.